pulled I would say the biggest upset of the year so far. USC was popping off. Shut up. If you're the best to ever do it, you got the world record. I don't want to hear no.
I think that's on the short list of greatest pre-race outfits of all time. By myself, actually.
Welcome back. Another episode of the Track World News Podcast. My name is Colin Waitsman, your host, here with our distinguished and esteemed co-host, Mr. Noah Williams. Noah, how you doing today, brother?
Hey, blessed and highly favored, brother. As always, man. I can't complain. The season is in full swing, seemingly. This indoor season is kicking off. We got some fast stuff going on, man. So I'm excited to talk some track. How you feeling, dog?
I'm feeling good. We're both coming at you live from different locations on vacation right now a little bit. So it's nice to get out the house. So if the areas around us look different or if the videos sound a little different, that's why. I came down to see did a little surprise party for my dad. Turned 70 this past weekend. So we got all the cousins and all of our siblings together for the first time in like 15 years. So it was nice to see the fam a little bit. So great track and field, which stunk like that all this great track and field happening because I was like trying to be locked in with the fam. And so like I had to like pull away for a little bit. I'll be like, yeah, just 1 second. Let me make this post real quick. I gotta post something. I'm like telling them like what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, so I do this track thing. Like I'm talking like 97-year-old grandmother about like, yeah, so I got this track and field thing. I gotta go and do this. Like, oh, okay. Trying to be supportive. So it's been good, bro. It's been good.
Word, man. Hey, myself, I was at a baby shower yesterday, my brother's baby shower, and somebody at the baby shower was like, "Hey, Noah, how's track going? How's your recovery? You know, I follow you on Instagram, whatever." And I also have been watching that podcast. You guys are doing a great job. So shout out to the community, the Track World News community is growing and showing love. So that's always appreciated as well.
That's awesome, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you run into anything where like do people in your world or like your family members like understand kind of like what it is that you do of like, oh yeah, no, Noah like runs for like a living, or is it kind of like they're not too sure what it is, like any grandparents or anything?
Yeah, you could kind of tell like when people don't necessarily know or they're kind of confused as to what I do. And they try not to be like disrespectful by asking any particular questions or anything like that. Or it's just like a sense of like uncertain support. Like they're
Mhm.
supporting you, but they're not necessarily sure what it is that they are supporting, but it's all love, it's rooted in love. So it's like nothing you trip over really, you know?
Yeah, similar thing here. It's like, oh, okay, like that track thing. Like, yeah, we doing all right over here. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you supporting. But awesome. So tons and tons of track and field stuff that we talked about, high school, college, and pro that we'll go over. And Noah's got a nice blind ranking for us that we'll go through as well. So tons of things to do. I guess we might as well start with the high schoolers and work our way up. So let's go on over to the Virginia showcase where we had Andrew Salvodon, who had pulled I would say the biggest upset of the year so far of track and field in the 500 meters, breaking the high school national record, as well as beating a stacked final that it was, including the likes of no, not Noah Wilson, Quincy Wilson, pretty massive win. Who he beat him by a few yards at the end there. What would the confidence for you be feeling like, coming after this race if you're Andrew and beating a guy who's a peer of yours who is an Olympian? That's got to feel pretty awesome. What's your take on this, man?
Yeah, I would assume that bro's on cloud nine right now. Like his confidence is through the roof right now. Like can't nobody tell him shit right now. Now it's still early to Mr. Andrew, and congratulations on breaking a high school national record. That is incredible. He ran an incredible time. And actually, if you guys watched the race, it was so tactical. Like he was very tactical, very intentional. He ran that race like an experienced person, but um for him, like I'm sure he's over the moon right now, and rightfully so, for sure. I just hope he stays hungry throughout the rest of the year. What are you thinking though?
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, the win, like you said, I think the win is big. Where in high school, it's interesting because in high school track and field during the regular season doesn't really mean like if you think the regular season means nothing in the pros, like the regular season means nothing, or in college, it means nothing in high school. It's like, yo, let me qualify and then I'll see these cats in the at and at the national championship. Well, you may not actually see them at the national championship because there's 8 different national championships, and we'll talk about that later. But so there's you'll see him at the end of the year. But in this, like that's what I'm liking right now. Like first, shout out to high school track and field where we're getting these super races that we've never seen before, and there's not many of these big names, quote unquote, in high school track and field, and these are two of them
Yeah.
that we have, and to see them going head to head in the middle of January, when Quincy is competing for looking to compete in September. Andrew, I guess he just signed with Florida. He's hoping to probably get to like a U20 team potentially. So it's like it's exciting to see it. But to go on the race, like you said, yeah, I think it was a tactical race, and he was sitting there, and I think like he waited until sort of like that last moment where he really attacked and pushed and brought it home. But it was a very impressive race. It makes you think, hey, wonder will we be able to, when will we see one of these guys go sub 1 minute in as a high schooler, which is it's very close, but they don't race this all too often. So overall, just like fantastic race, I think, by him. And yeah, I'm feeling myself going through the rest of this year like, oh, I'm going undefeated like into nationals if I'm him. Like that's how I'm feeling right now.
Absolutely. I mean, watching his mannerisms after the race and seeing how gassed up he was, it obviously was a boost to his confidence, and almost like I was putting myself in his coach's shoes as he was running. Like as he was running, I was putting myself in his coach's shoes and how I would kind of approach him for the remainder of the season. Like he got a big win. That was a huge win, but it's the 500. Like the 500 isn't a real event, really, So I was looking at it in terms of how does this convert to a 400. So he ran a minute in like minute 61 or something, a minute
Yeah,
flat,
minute
basically.
49.
Um,
Yeah.
and I was basically like, okay, well, if this was a 400, what would he run? I would probably say that was a 46.2, 46.3 run right there because I just took 14 seconds off the top. Um, as if like simulating that what that last 100 would be 14, 15 seconds. So he's in a really, really, really good place to be. He should be running 45s come outdoor, maybe some 44s come outdoor. Um, but yeah, let's hope he doesn't burn too many matches early. And congratulations on the win, man.
Yeah, like it's gotta be hard for these coaches now where I mean in high school, I don't know about you, but like we would have like two, like in indoors you'd have a meet every week, and then outdoors we would have two track meets every week. We would have our dual meets on Wednesdays, and then we'd have our invitationals on Saturdays. And so it's interesting to see how some of these high school schedules differ, where like Christian Miller, when we were talking to him, he's like, yeah, I'm not on that high school record. I'm not on the high school schedule. Like I run, be like we're on different things. So I'm wondering if these guys like with Quincy, I was surprised to see he's raced like two times this year already. Like he's in this right now, and he's going to Milrose, come racing against grown men soon. Again, not like it's a surprise to him. He's done it for a while now, but just like it's interesting to see the how much they're racing this early because they're not your typical high schoolers, I guess.
Absolutely, man. I think it's something right now. The athletes that elite kind of proceed with caution. Christian Miller picked his battles last year. And I think that was really smart of him to do so. And I hope I see a little bit more selectiveness out of Quincy. Maybe he's doing a lot of volume this indoor season kind of to whip himself into shape. I don't really know. I mean, maybe his coach is just like super anal about, compete because he is still a high schooler, making sure he gets enough experience under his belt, um, and enough races, enough reps under his belt where he could get to that point that he needs to be. But you know, um, we haven't seen any injuries, and we're not going to pray for any injuries. We're just going to hope for a sustained amount of incredible performances from Quincy and Andrew and any other high schooler that's really popping their shit. You know.
Yeah, it's going to be a good year, I'm sure, and a lot of very talented runners that are going to be coming out of high school soon. So, but amazing race by Andrew. Big upset, like first big one of the year. We'll see what the next one will be, but that one was good. Then if we
Yeah,
go on over to the college route, so want to hear from you. So USC was popping off. They got the NCAA lead in the 60 with Max Thomas. They got the NCAA lead in the 200, Johnny Blockberger. NCAA lead in the 60-meter hurdles with Johnny Brackens in with the 749. Dang near NCAA leads in every event. You think like where do you think they're going to end up? Can this lead to potential favorites for the national championship, even though it's this early?
absolutely, absolutely. I think when you got a coach like Quincy Watts, who's an alpha, who's a legend in the sport, proven great coach, it seems like he got the right guys over there right now. I know they've had some turnover in the program recently, guys coming in, guys going out, but from them performances right there and the way that the team's acting and moving, it seems like they are a legitimate team this season. So I was actually like, I went to LSU. I didn't go to USC. I was excited to see those guys putting those performances down. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Mr. Brackens and all those boys, man. Like that was very impressive. I just hope they keep it up. You know what I mean? I hope they keep killing because it's fun. It's fun right now.
And the craziest part too, Makai Williams hasn't even ran yet. Like they still got a guy who has won the 60-meter national championship not too long ago. And so I mean that 4x1 is going to probably be crazy. I didn't know that Johnny Blockberg was coming back. So if you got Johnny Blockberg, Max Thomas, Makai Williams all on that same 4x1 team, I mean, I don't. That's going to do some damage. I don't know if they'll have Johnny Brackens as the fourth guy or who the other fourth guy may be, but they're going to be running some fierce 4x1s. I mean, that was they're laying down times right now. Like that's got to be pretty impressive, bro.
Yeah, very very impressive stuff, man. They giving good vibes right now out there in SoCal. And I think they got a little bit more, maybe more chip on their shoulder right now. You know, because they kind of represent LA. You know what I mean? They USC. They kind of represent LA, and obviously culturally, we know what's going on in LA right now with the fires and stuff like that. So I'm sure Coach Watts used that as almost like a tactic to get his guys a little bit more ready like, hey y'all, like we doing this for LA now. Like we got the whole city on our back now. Just
Mhm.
something to put a little battery in this guy's back, man. But either way it goes, like great performances from USC this weekend. I'm happy for those guys.
Yeah, they're representing something bigger right now. Like, I think when you're competing and you have that mindset of like, this ain't just for me, like, I'm doing this for, other people, for, what's going on, or I'm representing, the culture that we're coming from. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's got to be tough probably training. I'm sure a lot of the kids on these teams either they personally or they know people that were affected by what's going on, and it's probably very difficult to stay locked in to track and field when maybe you don't know what's going on with your family's house, not too far away or whatever it is. So like, yeah, they're putting together what can be a very impressive year early on. Sure thing, early on, but man, they seem to put it together in the past. When was it they got? I think their best performance was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Didn't they come like top three? I know it was the year with where Blockberg. I think they came in like second to you guys in the. Were they? Was that the year? Did they come second to you guys in the 4x1, or was that the year after you?
Oh, in the 4x1,
Yeah.
that might have been the year after, because I
So
think
you're
the second place team my year might have been like Florida. I don't know, bro. Oh, it was Georgia. The second place team my year it was Georgia, but
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 2022 though.
Yeah, that might have been it. Okay, yeah, I know they had a really good year, like right around that time. So nah,
Yeah.
that's nah, they sliding. So, uh, and then yeah, so I need to get I need to get your perspective on this 600-yard dash that we had. Have you heard of any 600? First, shout out to Jenoah McKiver. World first, it was called a world best in the 600 yards. That was a 105.76. First of all, I hate the term world best. Like they're like, oh, because it's called a world best because World Athletics doesn't sanction it as a world record. I think that's absolutely stupid. Joey Chestnut has the world record for the most hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes, but that's not sanctioned by World Athletics. So, like, shut up. If you're the best to ever do it, you got the world record. I don't want to hear no, oh, World Athletics don't sanction it. No, it's a world record. World best is stupid. You don't, if you're the best person to ever do something, you got that world record. Stop this world best stuff. It's stupid. But 600 yards. Did you ever run into any meets that had this a yardage thing? Like I was super surprised seeing this.
Yeah, so I never personally competed in the 600-yard dash, but I know that the Big 12 conference has always held 600-yard for their championship meet. They've always done a 600-yard. So it's not too much of a like an anomaly, or it's not that foreign. Um and bro put down an incredible time. I mean, hey, he got a world record, however you want to split it. And I think for him personally, this would translate really, really well to that 400 outdoors, especially. Um, showed that he's fit, showed he's strong, shows he could finish. Now, if he could put that together over 400 meters, because I think he has ran maybe like a 44.5 or 44.6 in the past. So he's shown that he can run elite times. Hopefully, this gives him a little bit of a bump. Um, and he can prove that he's the guy out there in Florida. I know he had a lot of success at Iowa in his earlier years in college, but hopefully this translates for him, man. And maybe he moves up to the 800 now. I don't know if this is more of a 400-meter dominant event or an 800-meter dominant event, but he showed he's got fitness for sure.
Yeah. What even is a 600 yards translate into meters? Like what is that like a is it like a 510, like 520, I don't know, something like that,
It's
probably somewhere
500
around there.
something. Yeah, 500 something.
Yeah, because if you're running 105 and someone that high school ran a national record at 1 minute, so it's 5 seconds, so it's probably just a little bit longer. I don't know. It's weird. Like I know yardage, like 100 yards. Like after 100 yards, get into the metrics, man. I gotta figure out what that is. But not like that's good on him. Like they should have a like Florida. They always put together a really good team. I don't know it. I guess when Wayne Pinnock he put together a good 62, right? I think he also ran like a 6.54 in the 60s. So like I mean, I think that
Yeah,
Florida USC rivalry at the national championship is probably going to be a big one right now.
yeah. Wanya McCoy.
Sorry,
So that's
Wanya, not Wanya Pinnock. I don't know where I got that. Sorry, Wanya McCoy. That's right. That's right. Apologies on that.
I'm here for you, brother. I'm here for you, man.
Yeah, so that should be good. Some good races that we got coming up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going up next. When's the next like big college meet that we have?
I think the Tyson Invitational will be coming up
I keep,
actually next weekend.
well, that's in Arkansas, right?
Yeah, that big Arkansas meet. So that should be on SEC Network, like a pretty big televised meet.
Hmm. Yeah, that'll be a good one. So I'm looking forward to that. With now you said the what's it called? That Clemson, the land of misfit times. But I've been seeing some of these things for Texas Tech too. Them starters at Texas Tech be letting you. They seem like they be letting you go a little bit even if you get out a little early. Is that you got the same feeling, or is Clemson still the fakest indoor track in the country?
Now, I never got to run at either of them, but I've seen
Okay.
some fake ass. I've seen some fake ass times at Texas Tech now. because it is also it's at altitude. So a lot of people forget to mention that. Oh, I ran such and such time at Texas Tech. Well, the conversion time still ain't that fast, you know. Like it's a lot of fluky stuff going on at Texas Tech as well out there in Lubbock, Texas. I got my eye on it for sure.
You ever ran at altitude?
Yes, I
Like
ran at
the
altitude. Yeah,
what's the like? Does it feel different? Like, do you notice like, oh yeah, no, I'm running faster, or like I've never competed or anything like that, so I don't know like how it actually how different it may be.
yeah. I think the main difference is just like the oxygen, how the air actually feels. Because we are running on indoor tracks, and people say it's typically stuffy. Like, oh, it's stuffy in here. It's hard to run. It's hard to breathe. I think it's just a bit harder to breathe after, like after the race. My voice is extra scratchy. My throat is extra sore. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel a little bit, just a little scratchy in the voice a little bit after running in altitude like that.
Okay, yeah, I know
Yeah,
like it's real good for, or I see it seems like it's real good for sprinting, and then like for the distance, it kind of flips around a little bit, but I
yeah.
don't know. You know, it's like well at Texas Tech, we saw the return of Trayvon Bromell and rocking the fro too. What I think he ran a 6:62, bro. Trayvon Bromell, I'll say he's got like some of the best technique that I've like ever seen as a sprinter. It is he is just so mechanical with what he does. Looked great. Did you see that race? So, like, what was your thoughts with how Trayvon looked though, man?
Yeah, I can say the same thing. Like, bro is a very beautiful runner. You know, it's artwork when he's running. If anybody watching right now, they didn't get a chance to watch that that 60 meter from Trayvon, go watch it. If you're a young athlete, go watch it. If you need to improve your own form, go watch it. Your start, go watch it. I think he's a really good athlete for anybody to look to for tips or you know, just as a model. It was a great run for him, you know, to be back on the track.
Yeah, he's back, and we'll see him. The biggest pro meet that we'll have there will be that at New Balance because it's gonna
Mhm.
be him, Noah. We gonna have I think who else is it? There was one other one. What's oh, geez, what the
Coleman? Is
Italian?
Coleman,
What?
is Coleman going to be there?
No, I don't think so. Why am I drawing a blank on his name right now? Olympic 100-meter champion, 2021,
Oh,
Italian.
Marcel Jacobs.
Marcel Jacobs, yes. Sorry, well, I was drawing a huge blank. He's going to be there, so that 160 on February 2nd is going to be crazy. But like, yeah, great to see him back on the track. I know he's been battling with like injuries for most of his career. You know, I'm hoping that he has a healthy year here in 2025. It was hard to see him go down, but like, yeah, he's just such a clean runner, man. Like that 660 he's going to be dangerous. Mm. Then I guess staying on the pros, we got the outdoor 60 from Kishane Thompson running a what was it 6:48 into a 2.1 headwind. Now yes, it was outdoors, but that's like everyone else in here is flirting with like 650s, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna drop this 6:48 for y'all, and it's gonna be into a headwind. So it really should be something like a 6:40, probably, if not even lower. What we don't see a lot of Jamaicans run indoors. Do you think this 60 time will prompt him to be like, nah, I'm going to run in indoor, like try to get to the indoor 60 and be a world champion there?
It should. He definitely should. If he could get another championship atmosphere type race in before this outdoor season, I think that would suit him very well. I think that would be very beneficial for his season. I think a reason why he ended up getting silver and not gold last year was a due to a lack of experience over Noah Lyles, where he has probably the most experience in the field. But if he, after doing that, bro, the 6'4" is immensely impressive this early into a headwind. So I think he should definitely do the indoor world championships. He should definitely challenge that.
Yeah. What did Coleman run? Like what was his world record? was it 6:30? It was like 6:30. I can't remember what his indoor world record was. I know that not Ronnie I think Ronnie Coleman, not Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Baker has the second fastest time in the 60, but like yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy speed, bro. Like I'm it's hard to for me to think like, hey, how does that translate? I mean, like once again, it's like it's a straight 60-meter shot. It's not like he ran an outdoor 200 meters and we're trying to figure out, yeah, how does that translate for what an indoor two would be or 400? Like it's probably pretty damn similar. But yeah, nah, that was nuts just to, out of nowhere to see him drop something like that.
Yeah. So the world record right now, Christian Coleman 634.
6:34. Damn,
Yeah, that's wicked.
that's crazy, bro. 6:34 is insane for a 60. Like I'm hoping that we'll see him. We'll probably see Coleman in the Milrose games, most likely. I would guess
Mhm.
because he's Nike, and I think Milrose is a Nike event, right? So we'll probably see him in the 60. I don't think he's been announced yet, but that'll be a good one there. So yeah, I mean, shoot, you think he could challenge for this world record if he's running those times this early?
Kishane, you talking about?
Chain, yeah.
I don't see why not. Like, hey, man, you ran 646, and I mean, it's outdoors, headwind, kind of weird, really weird situation. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. I think he's a great starter. So, yeah, let's see it. Let's see it, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I'll be good, man. Like, yeah, I like to see some challenges. So it's but yeah, a lot of crazy stuff coming out of college, like high school and pro track. Big weekend. If over, so I'd say this was a first. This is like the first big one that we've got. It's gonna pretty much be every week until like the national championship. We gonna have something. We're still waiting on a few big names. I think Makai Williams coming out. We'll be waiting to see him. We'll Favor Ashe. We'll wait to see him come on out. Which that interview will be dropping pretty soon here. Just had some delays in the editing process, but that'll be coming out here. And yes, we got a few big names we waiting on, but other than that, like it should be a most pretty much everyone's out right now. So you had your blind ranking thing. Want to go through that? What you got going on here? Let me try to see what I can do.
So we gonna do a little blind ranking. I got a list of 5 athletes here, and all 5 of these athletes have put together some incredible careers thus far. Um, all 5 are still active in the sport, but I need you to try your best to bring yourself back to these athletes' rookie year. Some are younger than others, some a little bit longer ago. But blind rank these 5 athletes in their rookie seasons as best as you remember them. So the first athlete that I have here is Masai Russell.
Okay, so Masai Russell this past year, her rookie year, right when she won the Olympic gold. I mean, I can't think of too many people that you're going to say are going to have much better rookie seasons than that. I think I know one name you're going to go with, and that person is definitely number one. So I'd say I'm putting Messiah at 2. I think Messiah is
Okay.
the second best one. I mean, she broke the indoor world record. No, she was in college when she did that though. So I guess that may not count. So maybe actually no, we're going with 3. I'm going with 3 because when she broke the indoor world record at in college, and so
Hmm.
we're only counting that. So I would say she'd be at 3 because I know one name that's definitely above her, and I there may be another one. There may be another
Okay.
one. I don't know where you're going to go with this, but that I put
Okay.
her at 3 right now. I put her at 3 right
I
now.
respect it. I guess winning the Olympics as a rookie will only get you third in college.
Well,
That's
because
fine.
there's some other ones that they done did something like that. I just don't know if you're putting
Okay.
them on the list or not. I'd love to see.
All good. All good. So the second athlete I have on this list, a thing Mo.
See, like okay, so you did do what I because she also won the Olympic gold medal her rookie year.
I
She did
see
not.
now this. this was the confusing one, right? So I considered her first year as a pro 2022. So the year after she
Okay.
had won the Olympics, because she was still a athlete for A&M at the time, technically. So I considered
Okay.
her first year professional, 2022. She still accomplished some great things, but that's just to preface that before you go ahead.
Okay. Because she won the world championship and she was on that 4x4, right? So she won the
Yeah.
world. She won worlds in the 8. She was in the 4x4 that almost broke the record there. I think she also, I think she did she break the American record in, I swore she broke the American record in something that year, right? And I think
Maybe
she
she
also
broke.
qualified. I think she broke an American record in some. I think that's when she broke the 800-meter American record. I think.
Mhm.
And so with that, like I have that over Masai. Like I think like sure you win the gold medal in the Olympics, but had she like if she had just gone pro the year before, like she did it the year before, it's like
Mhm.
it was just the world champion was different. The world championship was different. Now, yes, Masai went against a stiffer competition, but I can't put a thing at 4. Yeah, I'm going with a thing at 2. A thing 2, second best rookie season.
Okay. All right. The
Yeah,
third athlete on this list, I have Noah Lyles, rookie year. Can you think back to 2017 when Noah Lyles was
yeah.
a rookie?
2017. He I don't think he didn't did he I don't, did he win the 200? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I didn't think he won. Like he took a little bit of time to start develop. I think he won his first win was in 20 was it 2018 or 2019 when he
2019.
had that silver hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it took him a little bit of time to get there. So judging by so there's a couple people that I think you're going to put here. Now you may not put these people here, but this is what I think you're going to have. I'm thinking Julian. I got to watch out for Julian Alfred. I feel there's got to be Julian Alfred. You may have Julian Alfred on this list. And I'm also thinking Mondo Duplantis. Of like those are 2 rookies that I would have that had great record. Now you may not put these here. I don't know. This is a blind ranking, so I may be completely off base, and you're going in a very different direction. But if I think that those people, I think Julian Alfred would be on this list. If I think she's on this list, I think she's number 1. But I would put Noah's at 5. Like I don't like he didn't come out swinging right out of the gate. It took him a little
Mhm.
bit of time. His career is definitely great, but that rookie year, I think he's got 5 for the rookie.
Okay. So Noah's rookie year in 2017, although he didn't win like a medal or anything at the world stage, he was able to run a 1990 over 200 meters and 995 over 100 meters, which is still very respectable as a 19-year-old rookie. So we got Noah at 5, we got a thing at 2, and we got
Mm-hmm.
Messiah at 3.
Yeah, so we've got a 4 and we got 1 available.
Okay, we got a
So
4 and we got a 1. So the next athlete that I got for you, Karani James. I had to go all the way back to 2011 that I considered his rookie year. So I don't know how much ball knowledge you got for
yeah.
2011, bro. But
Let me see. Karani James, 2011 rookie year. I know there's going to be some OGs in the chat. They're going to be like, Colin, how come you don't remember this? Sorry, I was in what was it, 7th grade, 8th grade at the time. I wasn't paying attention to track as much. I'm sorry. I was watching the Sixers. You want to tell me a little bit about what he did. I can't remember. I think he won the Olympics in 20 was it 2012 that did he win or am I not? Yeah, I think he won 2012. I can't
yeah.
remember what he did in 2011 though.
So 2011,
So
2041
yeah.
over 200 meters, 44:36 was his season's best, and he was the world champion in 44:60 in 2011, which is incredible. I think he was only 18 years old.
Yeah. So I mean, just because I gotta hold that once, I swear you're gonna put like I can't put her at 4. I gotta go with Karani at 4, even though he may not legitimately be 4, but I gotta put him at 4 right now. Yeah, no, I put him at 4. I actually stand on that. Yes, because Masai, I would have her record above, even though she was older when she did it. I think the field was more impressive for the 100 hurdles, and then winning 2 medals for a thing, plus one of them being an American record as well. I got above it. So no, actually, yes, I stand on that. Crying James at 4. That I'm actually completely fine with that right now. Now, who do you got at 5?
Okay, so the fifth athlete we got. Now you mentioned multiple medals. You mentioned multiple medals. You did mention that.
Hmm.
We got Jasmine Moore is the last spot left.
Jasmine Moore. So I love Jasmine Moore. Shout out. At one. All right, she's one. I was thinking you were gonna. I wouldn't put her at. I don't know if I'd put her at one. Right now above some of these. I think a thing Mo had a few more. But which year you was it 2023 was her rookie year, or is it
I
this?
kind of counted. I wasn't sure when she came out of college, so I counted this past Olympic year as her rookie year. But I think she did the same thing over the past 2 years, where she was able to get bronze uh, at the Olympics or bronze at the World Championships. But um, I just wanted to show her a little bit of love. I think she's probably one of the best athletes in America. She's consistently going to the World Championships for 2 events. Bowerman finalist. Like, she's an incredible athlete. So I just wanted to throw her in the mix there. No
Yeah.
Julian Alfred, but shout out to Jasmine Moore.
No, Jasmine Moore. I'm a big fan of her. I think she deserves a little bit more love. If so, I'll stand on. Like, okay, that's where we're at. Maybe I would probably have switched some things around, but all very well deserving. Very well deserving athletes. So not a bad list. Not a bad list. Now
Yeah.
of athletes that do 2 events, yeah, her and I mean Javon Harrison is another guy that I like that does two. There's a couple. I respect the double event in non-traditional ones, like the one and the two. You know, we got a bunch of those, but I
Yeah.
respect seeing those people that do, what I guess the jumps. You know, I'm a big into it. So good
Yeah.
stuff. Not too bad, man. So recap, I had what was it? Noah Lyles 5, Cronny James 4, Masai Wrestle 3, a Thingmo 2, and then Jasmine Moore 1 is what my blind ranking is. That's not like that's all right. I'll be all right with that. That's good. I'm not. It's not. I didn't completely mess anything up. So I'll take it. I'll take it.
I wouldn't. I'm not mad at that in the slightest. I mean, if I were to like actually rank it, not blindly, I would probably just switch Masai and Jasmine from the 1 and the 3 spot, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably agree with the 2 spot, the 4 spot, and the 5 spot. That was a good list by you, Colin. I tried to mix it up. I tried not to give like the most common names, but just give names people would know and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm interested. So you got you would put Masai at number 1. Like you
Yeah,
were like you think her you said her rookie year was the best one of those.
dude, she won the Olympics as a rookie, bro. Like, I just think that's crazy. Like, Jasmine, of course, yeah, she got 2 bronze medals. I think she won a world championship as a rookie. Karate won a world championship as a rookie. That's all huge stuff. But like, she won the Olympic championship as a rookie. And I think knowing the story and following it closely as it happened in real time and seeing how much of an underdog she was and like how counted out she was, I think that's maybe is playing in my head a little bit more. But yeah, man, that was an incredible season she had.
There's one thing that Noah gonna do. It's defend the 60 or the 100-meter hurdles. That's there's one thing. If there's one thing's for sure, two things for certain is he's gonna be coming at the people that throwing disrespect on the hurdle name. So no, I can respect that from you. So no, the consistency is good, bro.
Big fan of the hurdlers, bro. A lot of respect from me for the 100-meter and 60-meter hurdlers for sure. I go to bat for the hurdlers more than I do for the 400-meter runners. I swear I do.
You always see him on the defensive side for that. So nah, it's they be putting in the work. This we saw. I mean, Masai opened up her season again. I guess she opened it up in the 60-meter hurdles because she did a 4x4 not too long ago. Yeah, we saw a
Mhm.
couple. Oh, one other person I didn't mention, but we finally after a year and a half maybe we saw Michael Cherry back on the track. You saw him?
Yes.
Yes. Now it was in the 800, and he ran a 152, which still getting on, put some respect there. Getting into the 800 meters. But what's your thoughts now? Like we haven't seen him really run. I feel since 2021 when he won the Olympics. I feel like, or no, not won the no. He won the 4x4 in the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
came in
yeah.
fourth. I think he came in fourth
Yeah,
in the individual. He won the 4x4 at the Olympics. Sorry, that's what I
yeah,
meant.
yeah.
I
You got it.
feel like we haven't seen him in like a long time. Like it's nice to see him back and running, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Michael Cherry. This actually one of my big brothers in the sport. One of the people that's provided me a ton of guidance in the sport. So I know his story. I'm not going to tell y'all his business or anything like that. I just know he's been going through a lot with his body and trying to figure out how to get back on the track and how to do this thing the right way. So when I seen that photo and I seen his name, man, I was so happy, bro. So I'm just glad that Cherry's back on the track, man. One of the more fun personalities in the sport, one of the more cooler personalities in the sport. So hey, bro, if you want to be 800, if you want to stick to the 8, bro, I'm not mad at you, dog. That's one less dog in the fight, man. But I'm just glad that you're back on the track, bro. God bless you, man.
Yeah, no, it's I'm glad to see him back. You know, he had a pretty big breakout year a couple of years ago, and then I'm sure he was battling some injuries. So hopefully he'll be healthy. He'll be back. Hey, maybe let's see if we can get him back on the show. He was one of our OG guests a long time ago as well. Similar boat as you. So hopefully we'll have to see if we'll get him on. But between you and Michael Cherry in like style, who's got the best fashion sense between y'all
Man,
two?
I'm shitting
Who's
on
up there?
Cherry, man. Hey, I'm shitting on Cherry. Cherry could dress, bro. Cherry could dress, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Cherry could definitely dress. Like, you go on the Pinterest board, you gonna see Michael Cherry. But come on, man. You feel me? Can't nobody really get into the pockets that I could get into when it comes to this fashion shit, bro. But that's cool. You know, ain't no shade, ain't no smut. I know what I could do.
Do you say you got the best? Would you say who would be like the top three fashion sense in track right now? Who you got?
One, I'll put myself. Two, two, I'll probably say Vashti Cunningham.
Mm,
Three, I would probably say either I'll say either Noah Lyles or Cherry. I really like the way Cherry dressed, so I'll put either Noah Lyles or Cherry for sure for that third spot.
okay. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's been a new thing recently now. Like with these, I feel like the first like where they had the what's it called, like the walk-ins that we did was the New Balance Grand Prix in Boston. Like when it was terrible snow, I remember seeing Noah Lyles jump dressed in like the all black. That might have been 2 years ago. Yeah, it might have been 2 years ago because then it was
Mhm.
I saw a couple weeks later when I saw y'all coming out the bus, the thing for
Milrose.
Milrose. That was another one that we had for y'all. So
Hey, that Milrose 2023 pre-race outfit, I think that's on the short list of greatest pre-race outfits of all time by myself, actually. You know what I mean? I had
okay,
the Ivy Park. I had the Ivy Park Adidas with the Gucci Adidas with the Prada. I look, man, if y'all want to go through the archives and go find that from 2023, Milrose would have been. I think I shut it down, but that's just me. You know what I mean? Y'all could be the judge of that, but that's just me.
all right. What's going through when you're getting your stuff ready for a meet? How are you deciding? What's the vibe going to be for today? Like, because with that one, like you were coming in with, I think it was with Hobbs. You were
Mhm.
with Noah. You were with Josephus. I think in that same like caravan thing. How did y'all decide? How do you? Hey, this is what I'm going to put on. Is it a theming thing or you just whatever you're feeling?
So honestly, like I just dress for the weather or I dress for the occasion wherever I'm going. So I checked the forecast like the day before, and Adidas was doing an Ivy Park drop the day before, and I went. Me and Josephus went to the Adidas store that day before the meet, and we picked up a bunch of gear. And I was like, bro, like I'm trying to put this on tomorrow. He's like, no, I'm trying to put it on tomorrow. So we actually played rock paper scissors shoot that day to see who got to wear the sweater because we both got the same sweater with like open zip on the shoulder, but we did a little rock paper scissors. I ended up winning, so I could wear it. But nah, bro, I just wear like whatever, however I want to express myself that day, as long as it's appropriate for the weather. You know what I mean? As long as I ain't gonna be cold out there. That's kind of how I dress. You know?
Where y'all be putting your stuff? Like that's what like where so people don't be stealing it during like while y'all racing. put it like give it a coach or something, like, you gotta. And then are you wearing that on the way home too, or do you have sweatpants that you're wearing on, like, when you're done?
Nah, so my decompression outfit, I'm going gray sweats, gray hoodie. You feel me? After every meet, I'm throwing gray sweats, gray hoodie, or black sweats, black hoodie. Like that's my steez. That's my style. That's what I do. After the meet, it's like I'm going into a different persona now. So I'm gonna throw on just just a sweatsuit.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to, like, let me just put my life on this track, and then, all right, now I'm gonna put a bunch of clothes that may not be the most comfortable to wear, walking around. So no, yeah, no, I feel that, bro. I feel that. So, you think you're gonna break out, with anything crazy on your first for the first meet back? Any plans for the fit of, like, hey, I know it depends on the weather, so it depends on where and when and what it's looking like, but you got any new pieces you picked up in the off season of, like, yo, yeah, we gotta figure something else out?
Bro, I haven't competed in a minute, dog. So I've been able to collect some stuff, bro. I got some crazy collabs that y'all probably haven't seen before, to be honest. So I'm gonna unleash it as the season goes on for sure. I got some shit in the closet for sure.
All right, there we go. And we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what you putting on, you think you gonna stick with the cornrows, or how was
Uh, I
hair
like the
wise?
cornrows. I like the cornrows for training, bro, because like y'all know I got long hair, and when you train and get in my face and do all that, I don't like that. So I like the cornrows. It's just a clean little look, get the hair out my face for the most part. But I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up.
You got you gotta come in with an AI, like one of the black AI jerseys. Like that'd be cold, bro. That would be cold. You got to come out with that. So, but awesome. Another great episode for Track World News. We got some big track meets coming up. Should be exciting. We'll see if we'll get any other exciting guests that'll be joining us. And like we said, we got an exclusive, the first interview with Favor Ashe. That should be dropping in the next few days. Exclusive. So if you want to hear all the reasons why he's heading on out to Oregon, definitely don't miss that. It's going to be an excellent one. So thank you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace, y'all.